Hi, I'm ZimZoe, and this is part 2 of the Tour de France, or to Charly, with the Formby Band. Now, this part will be covering our day out to Bourges, and also the car rally show. I don't know what you want to call it, but it basically tons of cars got together and there were competitions to see which were the best presented and stuff like that. But it wasn't just cars; it's cars, motorbikes, just bikes. You've got like muscle cars, antique cars, rally cars, and a few I've never even seen before. But you'll see that when we start. It starts at Bourges, then goes on to the next one. There's also got some photographs at the end and some bonus clips that probably should have been on the first one, but I didn't have them at that point. And then I'll do a bit more talking at the end. And I'll even show you a list of all the songs or pieces that we played whilst we were there. Well, I hope you enjoy.
What does it mean? I don't know when it was a camera. Of course, you've always got it in the hand.
C'est ouvert cet après-midi.
C'est pas ça, rien.
All of a sudden, I normally ring when I'm driving. He normally says to me,
What, he's not doing this?
Oh yeah, like where was that the cathedral?
This place was playing on Caravan Palace while we had our meal, and the burger was so big that I could hit your nose and your chin at the same time. This is one of the 3 fields, and the other 2 are just as packed as this one. I will be going down and getting like better shots of all the cars and stuff, but this is just a view from our window. What you can't see is that it goes onto another field, just over here, goes around the corner and around the front. I'm going to go around later and, well, get as many as I can. There are hundreds upon hundreds of cars here, so I'm going to do most of them, but very quick. Feel free to pause it.
Ouais.
C'est elle qui n'a jamais trouvé la cape.
See the pool in the background?
Le masque, oui, mais moi je te le dis. Ah, ça va être ça. C'était toi qui l'as fait. Non, ah, c'est ce qu'il m'a dit.
Il n'y a pas les copes.
Ah ouais.
J'ai vu la même tout à l'heure. C'est lui, le belge. Non.
Où il est, Pierre-Marie? Ah bah il est combi.
I highly doubt I'm going to be able to get everything. This is just the front field.
Et on va continuer avec nos amis Dans Boucan, les locaux, les régionaux de l'État, vous le savez, et vous allez voir que tous les prénoms, Aurore, Chloé, Thibaut, Bébé, et Tété. Voilà, j'ai oublié personne. Vous avez la parole, Boucan. Vous êtes les maîtres du temps maintenant pour la musique. En attendant, on va passer parmi vous les gens qui souhaitent participer à la plus belle voiture, ou à la voiture la plus décorée, ou à la plus belle tenue. Vous allez à la finale d'accueil, vous récupérez un document, et on va passer parmi vous pour vous juger et vous donner un contrat. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il faut tomber du tout?
Just like these guys at the moment, we've been playing on and off all day. We've done 2 sets thus far, both of them being 40 minutes. So much to see! There's no way I'm going to be able to get everything, but I'll do my best to cover most.
Au milieu de la nuit, en catimini, les balados, les balades de nuit, on s'ennuiera de se laver, danser le galeton des frères, et voir
Sorry about how jumpy this is, by the way. The floor is incredibly uneven. This is the start of the second field, by the way, which isn't the back field. It's one on the side of the house. Nearly dropped my umbrella. Sorry about that sudden cut, but a message popped up on my phone saying, camera will now temporarily shut down to cool down. Turns out it's too hot outside for me to film. And I was like, well, I don't understand. And then I touched the screen and it was red hot. And I was just like, well, better come inside. Just to cool off a bit, but inside is no cooler, so I'm gonna have to leave it on the side for a bit in the shade. And hopefully I can pick up back on the second field, or just what we'd started. Hopefully.
Podium. En attendant, place à Boucan. C'est avec plaisir. On montre les filles et on joue après, vous bougez pas, d'accord? D'accord. C'est d'accord, Chloé? Merci.
Danse ici dans mon lit, plus une veste militaire, l'univers de la méfiance. Je garde un cœur de pierre, une inclination, c'est beau, l'univers de la méfiance.
Ça devait être
Hein?
Il y avait une voiture, je me demande. Où est-ce qu'elle est, ta
Ouais, il faut partir.
J'ai même donné des sacoches en cuir.
Ah, il y en a une qui est présentée en haut.
Ah, ben. 400 euros.
Ah ouais, c'est bien. Moi, je veux...
That's 2 fields down. Now all I have is field 3 and a little bonus extra field on the side. Oh, let's get started.
Bon, et au côté... Elle est belle, hein? Ah la vache. Ah, dis donc. Bon, alors, depuis combien d'années?
En même temps,
Attends, je vais te mettre l'autre table alors.
Sorry, once again the camera went, "It's too hot," right after I finished field 2 and started field 3. So if I manage to do 1 field per camera, heat up, whatever, they should work out as planned. Finished our final section of the day, and this is what's left of the 3rd field. Sorry I didn't get a chance to go down and have a look. It's just that by the time my camera died for the 2nd time, saying it was too hot, it was time for us to perform on this stage. Wait, no. Yeah, this stage just here. But what I wanted really to get a shot of is this thing here, because it has a machine gun on the top of it. And at the moment it's got a little blue light on it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it or not. It's got a little blue light on the bonnet. And earlier on they had a... God, I'm getting out the window. Earlier on, they had a Donald Trump mask over the head of it, so it looked like a decapitated Donald Trump. It's been one heck of a day. 3 performances today, 1 yesterday, and then a concert the day before. Don't really enjoy today's holiday. It's just really, really hot.
That is good. Suits you see.
And that's it for footage of the holiday. Well, almost. There's one little clip at the end. But I wanted to talk about the final evening, because we weren't entirely sure what was happening, like food-wise, because the other days we'd have like specific meals set out, and it was well, the breakfasts were prepared by ourselves, but the evening meals have been prepared by other members of the band, to which we were utterly grateful. We even got them some wine for it. And but last night it was basically sort of like, you know, there was nothing said what was happening, but we heard there was something going on outside, so we went outside and we went up, and it was all the people who'd set up the car rally and all the people living in the like little hamlet nearby. And basically what they were doing was they were giving out drinks for free because it was just whatever was left over, and apparently they didn't like the beer that was being served, but we thought it was fine. And so we're all sat around these long tables, like there was 2 long tables, and it just so happened that the one on the far side happened to be mostly French people, and the one on our side were mostly the band members, so English. And it was so cute. It was like a little community. We were all sharing baguettes and pate and eggs and like little bits of sausage. It was basically just whatever was left over. Oops, I've just knocked the camera there, haven't I? It was basically whatever was left over. But it was so cute, just everybody gathered together and sharing and chatting. And then the French people sung a song and then they wanted us to sing a song. Oh my goodness, bad idea. Because many people had been drinking, let's say. I mean, I myself had because they kept handing out drinks, I had like a Minute Maid orange, which was just pure orange juice. Then this glass of wine. It was like very pink in colour, but it tasted more like white than red. It was very bizarre. And then they were handing out beers because everything was left over. And oh my god, they were handing out like shots. I think they were of like this really strong stuff. So I saw one and thought like it had pom in the title. And I was like, oh, so it's apples. And they were like, yeah. I was like, it'll be like cider. So they poured a little bit in a glass. I sniffed it and I was like, oh my god, that's incredibly strong. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So we ended up singing quite a few songs, like You'll Never Walk Alone, because we were from Liverpool, so I'm just sort of miming the words because I don't really know them. Then Yesterday from the Beatles, Liverpool again. And then we managed to get on to Queen from, we did Bohemian Rhapsody. So every time we got quiet and one person might play a piano solo, or sing a piano solo, all the French would start clapping and then we'd all join back in again. It was chaotic, but it was fun. And it was such a lovely community, and the people there were so friendly. And I'd just like to thank everybody there, for their kind hospitality. And I'd like to thank Phil and Claire for inviting us and setting up the whole concert and stuff like that. And it was such a good time. And there were some words about maybe it happening again next year, and if so, I'm definitely up for it. Anyway, like I said at the beginning, I'm going to put a list now of all the pieces that we played, both for the indoor concert in the church and some of the pieces in the rally. But the pieces in the rally will not be in order because we did 1 set on the Saturday and 3 sets on the Sunday, so it was basically just a random order. But I'll put that up for you so you get some idea. And then I've got a sneaky little clip for the final section, which probably should have been the first one, of some of the band members at the pool. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's video and have a nice day.
Ready? Go. It's gonna happen. Ready, so. Up, it's very well.